What's up guys, Rich Malky here and
Angel Kiro's here.
And we're here on a special video for a PSA, public service announcement. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna tackle topics. The first topic I think we're gonna talk about is a question that we get a lot: are you monetizing?
So
what's the monetization?
What's the ROI on this? How much money are you really making doing this? A big misconception about digital marketing in general is that it's supposed to be a tit for tat exchange of money for video. When in reality, it's more like you're just increasing your bandwidth and you're increasing your brand image so that you can generate more money the way that you already do. A lot of what we're doing is eventually going to open us up to be able to ask people for sponsorships that'll be mutually beneficial. It has a lot more to do with the amount of people watching than it does with like a tit for tat kind of exchange. So one of the things people always ask us is like, oh, well, you know, what's the ROI? But it's like any other startup, right? Like you have to kind of build your clientele. And in this case, our clientele is the audience or the community. Mm-hmm. And once that's built, you can literally monetize any way you want. Merchandise, podcast sponsorships, video sponsorships, selling live events, everything.
Putting together how-to videos behind paywalls.
Right.
All kinds of, you could create different educational modules that you could sell for trainings. While I'm having fun doing this, listen, I am having fun. And this is something that I did not set out to do to say, oh, I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this and this is going to be great.
And even if you are, why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing because if you're having, I want to have fun in my life.
Right.
And I'm enjoying it. But believe me, what we're doing here with these videos, number one, understand that this is business.
Yes.
This is not playtime. We are not doing these videos for playtime. This is legit work. And you see the video that's being done right now. There's now going to be work on the back end by him. Mm-hmm. This video is not going to make it to your screen unedited, unrendered, without looking into it carefully to make sure it's done proper and put out proper.
Censored even sometimes?
Sometimes even censored. There's things that go into this. This is work. That's number one. So, and again, talking more about the monetization. My ROI and my monetization purposes are going to be much different than anybody watching this.
Right.
Okay, I'm setting out to do something a little different. I have my whys. Before you start this journey, ask yourself why. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not saying everyone has to do it. I'm not trying to go across the country and talk and say, hey, you have to do this. I'm imploring you to do it because I do think it is going to be an important part of your future. But again, you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. You don't have to do everything or believe everything I'm saying. You can create your own culture, your own religion, and do it the way you want to do it. Because where I'm looking to do is I'm looking to build brand, and I'm looking to build business within my brand. Right. All right. I'm not just looking to put out videos that don't matter. I'm bringing value. I want to talk about the issues. I want to talk about the controversial issues that we don't talk about on a daily basis in different circles. And I want it to be kept positive and kept as light-hearted as possible. I don't want any negativity or any bashing, but of course we're open to back and forth dialogue because not everyone is going to agree on everything.
Right. I mean, half the point of what we're doing is setting up a place where people in this industry can go to sort out conversation and to pull different things from each other because we all have such a different perspective of this industry. One of the things that Gary Vee says all the time is like one of his catchphrases. It's like going from the radio to television. We're going from television now to digital. And the people that get left behind aren't even going to see it coming because they're stuck like, I still want my radio show. You know what radio shows are now? Either Sirius or they're podcasts. Yeah. There's not really radio shows. Howard Stern has left. That's it.
And he's on Sirius. I mean, the fact that people just don't get it or just don't understand it should be all the more reason for you to look into it further.
Right.
Because what you don't understand might be the next big aha moment for you when you finally do. I had an aha moment a couple of years back, and that's why we started this. And we know that there's a need for this in the industry, especially for the few reasons that we do when we talk about, and continue on the monetization part of it. You want to create more accounts for yourself. You want to create more partnerships for yourself and relationships. It's all being done right here. There's real people on the other end of these phones with real feelings and real thoughts, real opinions, and real positions at companies.
Yeah. Let's say you don't want to be an influencer. Let's say you don't want to be on camera. Does that mean you don't do social media at all? Right. I think that's part of the problem. If you're from here to 5-6 years out and you're still not on social media, your company looks weaker than your competition. Plain and simple. Especially in the next few years where Setting up a website is like a 1, 2, 3 thing. And if you're not at least at the bare minimum putting up something to make yourself known on the wild west of today, which is the internet, then you're obviously going to be left behind. I do want to ask you about the other really popular questions.
Yeah.
Who's running your business if you're out here doing videos all the time?
Yeah, I'm out here doing videos all the time, right? And that's a question that pops up, and that's comments that pop up. So let's put that to rest right now. I hope you made it this far in the video, and I hope you're listening and hearing this. Yeah. Maybe we'll chop this up and put it to a 1 minute or something else too.
Let me do this. It's Thursday as we're filming at 3:48. I just want to say that because people are under the impression that you spend all day in
August
here.
1st. It's August 1st, 3:48 p.m. We're doing this video obviously on August 1st. When this is going to come out?
Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. But we're putting video out all throughout the days and the weeks and the months. Who's running my business? You're looking at that. The number one thing that I do every day is attach to Malachi Parts and Service from morning until night. Okay, the video shows you snippets into what we're doing. It does not show you the whole thing. So maybe we'll do something where we sit there and we do an entire day in the life of what we're doing here and show you the actual business at hand and what's going on upstairs in that office. Not just me on the road and doing different things, but the business at hand is what matters the most. Malachi Parts and Service is everything. It's what I've worked for my whole life to be sitting here, coming up in this thing with my father, and finally having the opportunity through a family succession plan to be sitting here and doing these things. Everything revolves around this. My days, my nights, my weekends, and my no vacations that I take, right?
And so, just coming from my side of things, I have to physically drag sometimes Rich out of his office or downstairs from upstairs so that we can execute some video for you guys that I'll borrow him for a couple hours maybe, a few times a week, and we'll shoot videos you'll be seeing next month, you'll be seeing in 2 months, and we'll repurpose them because time management is the name of the game here.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. People say they don't have time. It's time management.
Yeah, and if people don't really truly understand, that might be another way to monetize what we're doing.
Right.
Maybe we have something where you come and spend the day with us. Right. We show you how to do it, and there's a cost attached to that. And I think that would be a great benefit to some people that really want to jump in this thing, but are really just unsure how, because that's another thing. Nobody knows how. How do I get to this? How do we do this?
Right. What's the simplest way
to start?
How do I start?
How do I do that? And we're not going to hear to talk about that, but again, back to who's running the company, right? So my day to day is putting out fires, right? I'm a firefighter. My day to day is answering emails and phone calls and on conference calls and going to customer meetings. Where was I all day? I was gone all day.
Yeah, all day.
With 2 big key accounts that I had to go, and we had to go, get face to face and talk and make our relationship more solid. Go to lunch and go over some new things and understand expectations going forward. So I'm on the road with customers. I'm at conferences. I'm in meetings with manufacturers. We, it's been a blessing, and through this medium that we've started working with, to be able to get closer to manufacturers and customers and reps and dealers and everybody in the industry, and we're working hard here. Our number one thing is communication. We talk internally. You see my text, my office team, and the people I've put in place to be able to do all this stuff. We're technology driven. We're getting tablets on the road. We have GPS dispatch. We're getting inventory under control here. Finally, once and for all, barcoded, and we're looking to the future. The future is going to be the way our customer base is changing. We're looking into key accounts, multi-unit locations, chain driven, supermarket driven, healthcare driven. There's a lot of things. There's so much that goes on here in this building between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. And I'm here. I'm here after hours. I'm here early. So I don't want anyone out there to think like we're just having video fun and throwing nonsense up. Because I really want people to understand and believe the importance of this. This is not fun in the sense that we're just having a good old time like 2 kids.
Like it's a hobby, yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun in the sense that we're talking about real topics, real things, bringing real value. And
we got creative.
I mean, see how happy we got people whistling in the background.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things too is the question of like, what's your ROI is such a self-answering question. When somebody comes up to you out of their way to say hi to you and then says, oh, so how's it going? What's your ROI? Well, it's right here. You physically coming up to me, even though you don't know me, that's my return. That's a relationship that can form, that can turn into money, that can turn into whatever it is that we feel like it or we agree would be,
That's almost an
beneficial.
immeasurable. It's an immeasurable thing.
Yeah.
That happened, and it's happening.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's beautiful.
there's plenty of metrics you can measure just from my end. We can see how many people are looking at Rich's LinkedIn, who's commenting on the post, who would be the most likely to, I guess, go with us for our services. You can see all those things right from a computer screen, and that's invaluable. That's what's going to take this company into the next 20 years. Because without your data, you have nothing. So.
And if you look at this from other industry, and to maybe we'll close this out, but to look at this from other industries' perspectives, you're listening to podcasts. There's no doubt that whoever I'm talking to on the other end of this camera, you are listening to podcasts. Right? It might not be in this industry. It might be in self-help or
Maybe comedy.
I don't know what it is. Why do you think those people are doing it?
Right.
For fun? Look around. We need to start looking around and paying attention to what's happening around us, because the way it always was and the way we always did it is going to get you into a lot of trouble. And I'm going to make another great example before we go. The dude that just won the Fortnite.
Yeah.
How much did he win?
What is it? $3 million.
$3 million. Tiger Woods just won the PGA thing, right?
Yeah.
How much did he win?
I had like two.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not something that was tangible or real several years back.
Yeah, I think that's why people have a hard time wrapping their head around it, because it literally didn't exist 10 years ago. Like these jobs literally weren't even a twinkle in somebody's eye 10 years ago.
Yeah, you can play video games and make millions of dollars. You can play video games and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can play
Take
video
that,
games.
my 5th grade teacher. Take that.
Yeah, that's right. The future is happening, and the shift in culture is happening in front of your eyes. And some people are going to be blind to it, and some people aren't going to agree with it. And you know something? Things are going to pass them by.
And for the people that do agree with it, feel encouraged. Feel like you're part of something. Understand that we're here with you, going through this change in our entire industry. So
and industry and in general our entire world.
Right.
And please feel free to reach out. Join the Food Equipment Digital Disruptor Group. We're going to have a conference in February 2020, and ticket sales go up very soon. So we'll be making that announcement. And thank you to our sponsors currently. And it's going to be great, man. I really hope you guys and gals out there listening take something from this little chat we had.
Yeah.
And understand that it's about implementing these things into your business, into your strategies, and it's not going to take all day.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
We'll see you on the next vid.